Finally got my live stream going. So hello everyone. Yes, it is F1. It isn't a joke. We are actually back.
New Year fools!
And everyone's like, "What happened to fucking FIFA?" Sorry, we'll be back. All right, don't worry. FIFA will be back, but come on, we've got F1 to do. We're racing in teams that we don't want to particularly racing, but you know. That's how it is. Anyway, Bahrain!
Yeah, on the plus side, Bahrain is a very nice track. So, that's something, I guess. And it's also a track we both tend to be good at. Certainly better than Australia, anyway.
I would give a recap of what happened in the last race, but I really cannot remember what happened. Maybe I crashed, I don't know.
Well, if I'd have recorded the sound from the last shit I had and just played that, you'd have kind of got a sense of how it was.
Alright.
Yeah, this... I'm half tempted to do a few practice laps just to get used to the game again.
Yeah, I'm doing practice because I haven't been playing this game for a long time.
So we might as well see what F1 news has happened since we last did this. I guess the big news is that it looks likely that Valtteri Bottas is going to be taking Nico Rosberg's seat at Mercedes.
Yeah, he looks like that. I'm actually very worried. He's a shit Kimi Raikkonen, basically, in my opinion. Well, I say that personality, Kimi Raikkonen's funny, but Bottas is the exact opposite of a Finland guy. He's just not funny. He's very, very dry, boring personality. So yeah.
This would not go well if Bottas was on a dating website, would it? This profile you're giving you.
Well, he doesn't say much. He never smiles. He shows no expressions. He never phoned. Bit like Nico Rosberg when he fucked off.
No, you didn't. You stay right there.
Yeah. Nico Rosberg retires, and Toto Wolff is like, "Do you know something about Nico Rosberg? He never wrote. He never phoned." Did I leave at the wrong moment? No, you did not leave at the wrong moment, Nico. You leave. Go on. Right.
This feels very, very weird.
Well, if I crash out, don't blame me. It's been a while. Higgity. Right. Oh my god, where's the football?
Someone has stolen the football.
Look at the cars, look at the cars, they're gonna move!
Go on then, why don't you have your say? Oh, you see it just a shut up!
Well, go on then! Tell us your side of the story! Well, also, shut your face! Or I'll get Steve on you and he'll pummel you to the ground! Thanks, Steve, you're a lifesaver.
So go on then, why don't you tell us what happened? Well, we're trying to, it's like, you won't let me get a word in edgeways!
Oh, Jesus.
You know if Rope and had too much fondue.
Oh, I forgot to turn on DRS. Whoops.
Yeah, we can tell we're very rusty. I apologise for the driving.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I'm rusty.
Jesus, I'm getting battered in practice.
Yeah, same. It's probably with F1 games you need to focus 100%. It takes a lot of energy out of you as well. Well, it does with me at least. I don't know about you, but...
I'm closing in on Valtteri Bottas though, or it was. Yeah, Bottas was possibly the most uninspiring choice ever.
Yeah,
And it came with a double edge of like uninspiring because Felipe Massa might be coming back.
I think he is coming back, isn't he? It's pretty much
If
confirmed.
the deal works out.
I don't know why Williams want him back. I think that's silly. But there you go.
We might as well have Maldonado.
Ain't it? At least they'll get money. Alright, let's just skip to qualifying. I'm not expecting a good result, so we'll see how it goes. Who's my teammate? I don't even know who my teammate is. Oh, Sebastian Vettel. Okay. I've noticed a few people are tuned in and they're like, where's the football?
This is what we used to do before the football.
Yeah, this is called Formula 1. Repeat after me. Formula. Formula. No, Formula.
No, not what.
Yes. Muka. No. Formula. Formula 2. No. 1. 2.
Bottas?
No. 1. Right. Bottas.
Uh-oh.
Bottas!
I was gonna get a grid penalty then.
Are you foreshadowing something in F1? That's what Lewis is just going to say at the first race. Bottas!
No, Bottas! No! Well, it was at this track in 2016 that Bottas did take out Hamilton.
Puccietta said, "What is Formula Non?" Formula 1.
Formula Non is what
No.
Formula Non is what Rosberg's joined. Wait, what?
I thought it was Formula E. Might as well be.
Nah, Formula is too. He's not good enough for Formula E.
Oh look!
That's the ultimate
Look
risk.
what's on TV. It's Formula E. Guess it's time to go for a pee. TV Post Recorder.
Oh dear.
It's Formula E. Might as well be on ecstasy.
Qualifying goal. This should be interesting.
Watch out for the mole.
Qualify 5th or higher. Make sure you beat your rival Sebastian Vettel. And beat.
And watch out for those rose petals. I'm trying to rhyme.
You just haven't got enough time.
Yeah, well. Guess
Why
I'm
you got
bad at
hands?
rhyming then.
Why are you gonna go get a lime?
I could do, but it would be a crime
You haven't got
to
a
steal a
dime.
lime. Oh well, I guess I'll have a bit of Ashlyn Brooks slime.
Oh,
I couldn't say that with a straight face.
Why did you say such a thing?
I've gone wide. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it's basically just a magical water fountain. What's wrong with that?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Basically, Ashlyn Brooks is just a water fountain. Lucy's is just raw sewage with a nuclear bomb, with a nuclear bomb in it.
Stop talking, the words coming out.
Like when she farts, that's when the nuclear bomb explodes in the raw sewage, and it's
Oh, for fuck's
just all over the place.
What the hell?
I mean, you need more than flipping tampons to save that.
Well, after that lovely image has been painted out.
Somehow I've got the fastest lap.
I've not
Right.
been taken off the air.
I haven't been taken off the air because I've got pubic hair. TV bot, poetry corner.
I can't remember, are we doing Q1, Q2 and Q3 or is it just one section?
I don't know what you're doing.
Neither do I.
I think I'm doing Q1, Q2, Q3.
Well, I've got out on the soft tyre, so if this is just one session.
Well, only one way to find out. Retire from session. Well, it's a good job the AI not doing particularly well. I'm ahead.
Checks complete.
Oh, not...
I'm slowly getting used to it. I'm purple in the first sector.
Shit, I didn't mean to drive out. Oh well. I'm driving out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you may remember that I returned to PSGL F1 racing, and there's been one big problem so far. What races I've done. You have to manually enter the pits.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Good,
I'm not
good,
enjoying it.
good luck in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, I've already had Abu Dhabi. I got a drive-through penalty.
Oh. Well, at least you didn't hit the wall. At least it doesn't give you the terrible camera angles like they did in F1 2012, where they expect you to drive out from a TV commentary view and expect you to go out perfectly fine.
Oh, sweet, I've gone P3 on the soft tyre, going. Take that. Behind the two Ferraris.
I don't know what I'm doing in terms of strategy.
Okay. It is in 3 sessions, thank God for that.
Your best lap so far is 2 minutes 57.4. In Sector 1. Sector 2, 7 minutes 34.6. Sector 3, not finished. Shit, I left that too late. Oh, forgot about putting it. Forgot to put it into Rich Mix.
Oh.
Literally entered the last corner. I'm like, shit, Rich Mix.
Wow.
Oh, I've hit the grass.
Well, Snake, you're the best.
Alright.
I was looking, were you watching Final Score yesterday?
I watched half of it.
I noticed in the championship, I was thinking for half of the championship scores, Jesus, if we work with Barnsley, there won't be any fucking goals.
Yeah, it was a bit lackluster. I did keep track of it on like Sky website in the second half, so I did look at a few results.
Are you looking at Barnsley Birmingham?
I was when it was 2-2. Did it stay 2-2?
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know?
I know
that
Wolves
we
lost against QPR.
Considering we were down to 10 men, they weren't exactly dominating, were they?
No, you got to be pleased with that result. I think. You draw with 10 men.
Well, the referee would have fucking won.
Yeah, the referee just likes to send Barnsley players off.
He just... there was one instant There was one incident that really made me laugh. One of our players went down with a head injury, and you know if we got a head injury, the referees have to stop play straight away.
Yeah.
He carried on with Birmingham having the ball for like a minute. They lost the ball, gave it to us, and immediately he stopped play.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
And it was definitely a head injury because he had to wear a head bandage for the rest of the game. He had like 6 stitches on his forehead.
How much did they pay him?
It was fucking ridiculous. They commit the same fouls we did, and they didn't get booked yet we did. What the fuck?
Oh well.
So considering that we had 12 men against us, so the ref being the 12th person, yeah, I'm quite happy with mine.
Yeah, at least you're not Forest, you know. At least you're not supporting them.
Watkins back now after his suspension he had for sending off against Forest. And he was brilliant against Birmingham match.
Yeah, it's a bad year for Forest, and hopefully we can get into a good run towards the end, but it's not looking good. And Lansbury wants to leave. That's not a surprise.
This setup has really helped. I'm top of Q2 by nearly a second.
Nice.
Get in. That's Q3 now. Should be pole position as long as I don't fuck anything up.
You got yours off, was it THR Limitless? Is that his name?
TRL.
TRL Limitless, yeah. That's where I got my setups from. It's very good.
I haven't actually looked for the Bahrain one. I'm choosing the one that he gave at Brazil and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Seems to be working well, so I'll play.
Just feel comfortable with the car with these setups. The only reason I'm going off track on that is because I'm rusty.
Same here.
Like Lucy's pussy.
Oh, the last
TV
couple
book,
episodes
poetry corn.
Rusty. That's the last thing happening is.
Oh. Like, it's been used so much, if it goes one day without, you know, a bit of fun, it gets incredibly rusty.
Oh dear. That pussy's rusty, where'd you get it from? Going on that bin!
Good out that bin! Well, I haven't done well. I've qualified in 8th.
Unlucky.
Oh well.
Down from the excitement of
Can't say I'm
qualifying,
surprised,
here's a look at
considering.
your top 3. Hamilton.
Oh, I don't know what to eat today.
Food.
No, I was thinking more of Ashlyn Brooks' pussy, but you know.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get hold of that?
Oh no, we like, you know, we have a very we have a very great relationship. You know, like I'm on the phone
Is it the
to
one where she
where
gives you a restraining order?
Oh, but she likes that though. She loves it.
Yeah, did she ever say that, or is it just in your
Of
imagination?
course she has a say. We're great together. We're the best couple around.
Look, if she's not happy with you, maybe my bees can help.
They'll certainly attract the scent.
For fuck's sake.
What? You're so dirty-minded, Jay. What's wrong with you?
You can't say- No.
I meant because she smells nice. What's wrong with you? God's sake. So dirty-minded you are. She would never go out with you. You're too dirty-minded.
You're the one who's talking about pussy slime. No, I'm not having that.
This video should be called F1 2016 Pussy Slime. Yes or no?
Well then, this has escalated quickly, hasn't it?
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight.
Sorry, I'm looking at things to eat.
Circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past.
Okay.
Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional.
Yeah, have you been watching that? Have you watched any more about Araba thing that I told you about?
A bit on and off. I haven't had a lot of time to watch it. I've watched most of season 2, but yeah.
Oh, the season 3 Toro Rosso livery. That is, I think it's beautiful.
I'm joined here today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work.
It's quite cool that you
goes
can
on
change
with
the
these
liveries
cars
and stuff.
between the races. You've been both a test driver.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to like
What differences are there in the way you
have what
approach
the
those
hell?
roles?
Poochie Head just says eat me. Well, okay. Don't know what to say to that.
Probably Lucy's channel, isn't it? Let's be honest.
The irony that it's a channel. I mean, like with her pussy, I mean the seas. Like, you know.
Oh no!
Her pussy's just a channel in itself.
Oh my god!
No wonder it's full of salt.
And less about development work for the future.
We're almost ready to
Very
go.
salty.
This is what the starting grid looks like for today's race.
5
Lewis
lights.
Hamilton lines up on pole position.
And away we go.
Max Verstappen, who'll start from
Right.
P2.
5 warning
Looking at
lights.
The rest of the grid we have Ricciardo, Wehrlein, Sebastian Vettel, Kvyat,
Quick,
Alonso,
it's Lucy,
and
quick,
Ferrari,
get
Gutierrez,
a
and
duster or
Carlos
something,
Sainz,
get some
Mariotto,
cleaning products
Rosberg,
in.
Jenson Button,
Jesus Christ!
Where's the mop? It's too wet, the mop's too wet. Alright. Anyway, let's focus. Oh yeah, we're doing F1, aren't we?
Okay, the Giants of Ipswich take on the Titans of Charlton, making them both seem normal sized.
Alright, let's start the race.
Kept the lead so far despite mistakes. Conversation.
Dreams.
What? Dream about Lucy's?
No,
Oh, God,
no, Ashlyn Brook I meant.
My God. You're worried with them today.
Lucy's more of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Move up into 5th.
Lose your car keys.
Car keys?
Yeah.
Oh shit, they've gone again.
Never getting
And
those
Lucy is
back.
like, oh look, I found them, here you are, and it's just so slippery, those keys. They get jammed in the car door, it just dries up and they just, yeah.
Oh dear.
At least you won't lose them again, they'll just stick to your hand, so you can't possibly lose them again.
I don't think you want to, I think you want to lose them after that.
Oh look, Lucy has made her own smoothie. Wait a minute, that's not a smoothie. Well, I'm behind Sebastian Vettel. I'm about to make an overtake. Get in.
I'm running away with the lead of this race at the moment.
Well, there's a three-way battle for the lead. Hamilton, Verstappen, and Ricciardo. Why are you laughing?
Said freeway.
Well, there is a freeway.
Well, we should probably say about proper racetrack, to be honest.
Well, that's how it is. Well, Hamilton's leading now as the Red Bulls are both fighting each other. See, that's one thing I like to see when I was watching Arava's channel. In the next F1 game, they should have driver replacements and drivers swapping teams.
I know, they always say like it's to do with licensing, but well, FIFA manage it.
Oh yeah, no problem. Like, players can be swapped anywhere in FIFA. So I don't see how that can be a problem.
I mean, if it weren't for that, you wouldn't be able to get top players like Onomar and
I mean,
Wanzibe.
yeah. Twanzebe. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful.
How's Bishop been doing? Because you weren't so sure of him at first.
He's alright. Not too bad actually, he's improved. Seems okay. Although, with a couple of... the last two performances, a lot of the draw, it's been tricky. Couldn't really create many chances. That might have been just down to my own performance.
You're
But
missing
we'll see.
Kasami.
Yeah, I think we are. But Bishop's... I won't say he was bad, but he's not as good as Kasami.
But he's got the potential to be as good as... He's
Long,
sort of
long
like
way to
Sal,
go
isn't he?
yet.
He's only 21, I think, or 22.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's young. Young, dumb, and living off cum.
Lucy Bishop.
uh,
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or
I
stay
shouldn't say too much anyway, she's in Preston, I think.
oh yeah, I should probably look at my tyres.
with that?
That's a
They're
thing,
round,
isn't it?
aren't they?
I think they're quite oval shaped. Is that normal?
No, but I think you should get them changed.
One of them's like shrunk, and there's bits of rubber flying off it.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Oh dear, I didn't sound good.
Speaking of things
Good job,
flying
Mark.
off it,
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't even have to say it, do I?
No. It's a good job this conversation's interesting, because my race certainly isn't.
It is quite interesting on my end. I'm trying to catch up to Hamilton.
I'm just driving away.
I'm not actually sure when I'm meant to pit. I think it's lap 5.
Well, this season, regardless of how boring the races are, I won't turn it up the difficulty because Storm won a fucking championship, and it was started off on Master, so turn it right, but it was on Master this season.
Yeah, I'm happy to have it on Master. Okay.
It's in at the end of this lap.
Got the Red Bulls right up my arse.
I think tyre wear's a little bit worse though, so it could be one downside of
Well, if we could go quicker, it's harder to look after the tyres.
Oh crap, I lost it now.
Do you go slow and go for less pit stops, or go quick and go for more pit stops?
I like driving quickly.
Okay.
I can feel like that's something F1 needs to be about. Sometimes it
Yeah, it's not what it is really as much anymore. Like, it just, you know, pit in for a bit of extra fuel, durable tyres, just go flat out. But it's not like that anymore.
Get rid of Pirelli.
Bring in another tyre manufacturer, bring Michelin, they're interested in coming back.
I don't think anyone would stick with Pirelli tyres, so I'm like, okay, bye, Michelin.
That fine. Fine by me. Don't rate Pirelli that highly.
I don't rate them at all.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's a bit of grading on the tyres.
No shit, for a race weekend, oh my god.
We think there's a
Grain on the tyres.
strategy change
The Mercedes-
to us.
The Mercedes are looking quick this weekend.
No, I thought it'd be the Manners. They look pretty quick this weekend. I think they'll win it.
Yeah, Chandok, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm fitting on the lead, so I might have some traffic to go through. Yep. And the first one is Bottas.
Hamilton's pulling away. Come back. I love you. Well, that just...
I want your
that
babies.
I want your babies. I want your babies so they can become future F1 champions too. I don't think Lewis will ever have a child.
No.
He's more of a party goer, which I like.
Conditions still remain dry for a while.
Well, he might have a child, unintentionally have a child.
Good point. You might have 20 children somewhere. You just don't know who they are.
It reminds me of do you remember episode of Fast Rooms? Everyone is a kid's just like
Look like
"Daddy?"
Quagmire. Yeah.
Into Spanish class. See, Papa?
Brilliant. See, Family Guy always makes me smile. It's fun to watch. It's easy to
Got
get
a new
into as
series.
well.
I've got a new series on my PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there's a big train of cars here. This could get interesting.
Yeah, start watching Family Guy when The Simpsons started going downhill, which was about when I was 14, 15, I think. I just can't watch The Simpsons anymore. Not even the old ones, which is a shame.
I know Stig likes it, but oh no, I
Yeah.
think Bottas. But yeah, it's not what it used to be, and I think they've run out of storylines, and
They're repeating themselves.
yeah.
I just don't think they were funny as much as they used to be. Hello, Palmer. Watch out for that llama. TV poetry corner. Well, I'm right behind Hamilton. If I get ahead of him, it will help. He's on soft tyres. Oh yes.
Oh, come on, Nazza, how slow do you want to go? Oh. TV poetry corner.
Wow. Okay, Hamilton. Just stay there. Just no.
Oh, there's the yellow flag. Nico Rosberg is out of a race with an engine failure. Oh, virtual safety car's out.
And Bernie Ecclestone is still pissed off about Nico for leaving in the first place. Yeah, Bernie really hates him now. You can tell.
The next never really liked Nico Rosberg.
I don't think he hated him.
That was the fastest.
I think he favoured Lewis more because Lewis has more character and it helps the business. I think he was thinking, because he's got a business brain, he thinks, well, Lewis would be much better for the sport if he won a third title, well, a third consecutive title, fourth title overall. But yeah. Whereas Nico has no character and it doesn't matter because he left anyway. So even if he did have character, he's not there anymore. And yeah, I think quoting Bernie Eccleston here. He says Nico Rosberg will be a world champion, and that's it, a world champion. So, nothing else. So you can tell he doesn't like him anymore, even if he didn't in the first place. He certainly doesn't now. Hulkenberg, watch out for that iceberg. TV Poetry Corner. Oh, on the outside. What a move.
I think the best thing for Lewis Hamilton next year is that Mercedes do have competition, because they can't go favour Bottas if there's Red Bulls and Ferraris to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. I hope there's a championship battle with another team. Preferably for me, Red Bull. Yeah. I just think Red Bull versus Mercedes is a better rivalry than having Ferrari in the picture. It's just with Ferrari, I think with Red Bull, Mercedes, they've had success in recent years. I think it'd be cool if they clash it out.
You got to say, though, if they hire Bottas, is he really going to be up to the standard as Hamilton and Verstappen and Ricciardo?
Only one way to find out, I suppose. It's like with Ricciardo, no one really expected him to be such a great driver when he entered Red Bull, but he's proved everyone wrong by a landslide, I think. It's one of those, because when you're in a midfield car, it can be tough, and when you get a top seat, you can turn out to be a very good driver. So we'll have to wait and see.
I get the feeling though with Williams, like that Bottas has had his chances at the front in race has gone by, and he just hasn't really looked like a driver who's capable of taking advantage of it.
Yeah. Well, the only battle I had was with Hamilton, and he's out of the race, so we're looking good here for a win. So
I'm just overtaking Magnussen, who's yet to stop.
Surprisingly, he's had an engine failure.
No!
Know something about that, Total Wolf? Maybe you shouldn't have swapped the mechanics for no apparent reason.
Hasn't he already told them next year, do not do that?
Yeah, there was no wonder Lewis had engine failures, because the mechanics had to get used to Lewis's driving style. It was just, it damaged themselves more than anything. It stopped them from getting the win in Malaysia and several other races.
Not to mention, there's always a saying, no two cars are the same, so there may have been just some difference in the car in general.
Yeah. So I thought it was silly. Why would you swap the mechanics? I don't know. And Total Wolf said it's to avoid conspiracy theories. That's brought up conspiracy theories, you moron. So the 1 year that Lewis doesn't win it, happens to be the mechanics are swapped round, and where Lewis has the most engine failures and engine problems. Does not work out, Toto. But yeah, if the mechanics are swapped again, I'll be really pissed off. There is no point. Absolutely no point. Especially if Bottas is joining. What's the point in swapping them then? It's only damaging the team.
I don't like the whole idea of Bottas being a Mercedes.
I don't.
Massa going back to Williams.
I would have preferred Wehrlein to have the seat.
Carlos Sainz.
Yeah. I mean, Mercedes did have the choice of Wehrlein. I mean, look at what Max Verstappen has done. Mercedes have gone for a safe choice and went with Bottas. That's what they've done.
They've got the option of Carlos Sainz too. Really?
I think he's heavily underrated. That's the problem.
If Verstappen deserves a seat in a top team, then so does Sainz.
Yeah, Sainz does. They were pretty level when they were teammates. So, but I don't know why people look at Max so highly when Sainz has done just as good of a job, sometimes better. I don't understand.
I get the feeling it's because Carlos, like, it's like when Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button were at McLaren, like often Jenson's contribution would be overlooked. I think it's because, like Jenson Button, Carlos Sainz is a bit of a smooth driver. Like he's not the most aggressive. He's not really a headline stealer like Verstappen is. You know what I mean?
Well, the media, you know, take attention of the driver who appeals to them the most entertaining. Hence, Lewis is always on the papers, Max Verstappen, so on and so forth.
Well, to be fair, when Carlos Sainz is involved in combat, he doesn't exactly let drivers through, does he?
No. Absolutely
I
not.
think, was it him and Alonso had a really good battle in one of the closing races?
I can't remember. As I'm losing my voice.
And I would say in some elements, Sainz is slightly better than Verstappen. I think Verstappen's probably the better overtaker, but at the same time, I think Sainz makes less mistakes. Like, it's all very well and good thinking about all.
I think Verstappen is terrible at Monaco. The previous 2 years at Monaco, he has been shocking
I
at.
was just about to mention Monaco. Like, that is terrible, crashing out of every section.
Yeah. No, absolutely. He is very, very bad there. That is his major weakness, that track. Like, if he told me which track is he worse at, definitely Monaco. Brazil, people are saying, oh, that's you know, that's a fantastic drive, and comparing him to, right, don't compare him to Ayrton Senna, because that already pisses me off. He's not even close to Ayrton Senna at this point. Let's just say that. And they're saying he's a good driver because he nearly crashed and saved it. A good driver wouldn't be put in that situation. He wouldn't put himself in a situation where he nearly crashed.
To be fair, though, some in those conditions it's very difficult sometimes. Like the car can just step out and there's nothing you can do.
It is, but you had the likes of Lewis Hamilton and several other drivers who didn't make a mistake at all in that race.
Yeah.
That's a good driver. Oh, Ricardo just hit me.
Although I guess for Lewis Hamilton, the point you can put across there is that Hamilton was at the front. He probably wasn't pushing as much as Verstappen was.
Probably not, but it wasn't just Hamilton that was flawless out there. There was several drivers, like, you know, well within the pack that were driving really well. No mistakes were being made.
Felipe Nasr got 2 points for Sauber.
Absolutely.
Those 2 points were crucial for Sauber because it put them above Manor, the constructors. Which, for teams, that's a lot of money gain.
Ricardo is overtaking me and he's pulling away. That's not good. I'm in second and Verstappen's not far behind me.
I'm winning.
It's a tough race.
Quite a bit. Head of the 2 Ferraris.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to piloting?
I don't think I'm driving very well, but to be honest, I think I might have to make 2 more stops. This race isn't over just yet.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to pit. I've got to make 2 more stops, I think. I can't make these tyres go to the end. Anyway.
We do 1 more lap on these tyres and then I'm going to do softs and then on the super softs and then...
Stay clear as well, then on the exit. Some penalties for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So I am rejoined in
There's
9th.
been a lot of debate about who was the driver of the season last year in F1. Who would get your vote?
Of the season?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot
Oh
of
great,
people voted
my
for
internet connection's
Hamilton,
low.
even though-
Well, people are saying Hamilton driver of the year, but not the champion. And you got to put Hamilton under consideration because he's done a fantastic job. Mercedes have let him down this year. It has to be said. You can't just say, "Oh well, Lewis had a few bad starts, you know, in the races." Yes, he did, but I feel like that's more of a car issue rather than the driver. And Nico had the same problem also. He had a few bad starts, but even if you take that into account, he's had bad luck with the engine penalties. It's like he had an engine problem several times. Malaysia is the one. I mean, had he simply finished that race because he was really comfortable there, he would have been champion. Had it not been for the engine penalties he had to suffer in Spa, he could have won that race and been champion. It's, you know, 5 points is hardly anything in it, you know. Nico only has 2 issues from what I can recall. One was in Silverstone, in which they resolved the issue and he got a penalty and got demoted to 3rd. And there was another one in Baku in which that problem was then resolved pretty quickly. That's the only issues I can remember from Nico Rosberg's
Not to
car.
mention in Baku, they told Rosberg how to solve the issue straight away, and then they kept telling Lewis they couldn't tell him.
Well, it's not exactly what happened. When Silverstone, they sorted the issue straight away. They said, "Oh well, we had to tell him the issue because otherwise his car would have gone." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." But Nico had similar issues, so you know how to switch it back on. But like Lewis was in trouble. Like he stayed in 5th, but he wasn't moving anywhere. So I was really surprised they didn't just simply tell him. Especially when you knew afterwards the consequences was only going to be like a 10-second penalty. He probably lost a minute or something like that in that race. So I felt that was silly. But, oh well. That's how it goes. God, this race is boring as hell.
Well, I've made it. Just made my 2nd stop, so I've got one more stop to make. I'm just out in front of Vettel, which is crucial. I'm just trying to make my way through the cars. Do a block pass on Hulkenberg. Let's get the P5. Do you know what? My driver of the season is not a Mercedes driver.
Fernando
And
Alonso, Max Verstappen.
Daniel Ricciardo.
He's done well.
I think people got so hyped up about Verstappen, they kind of forgot in essence, Ricciardo has beaten him fairly comfortably in points and in qualifying.
He has. Yeah, he's done very well. It's very tough. If you say Hamilton, Ricciardo, Alonso, I could understand, you know, any of those choices.
For me, it goes Ricciardo, Hamilton, Alonso.
I think looking
And Verstappen.
from what I can recall, I'd have to say Hamilton. He's done very well. He was just unlucky. That's how it is. Not to mention Mercedes are fucking idiots, but there you go.
Worst driver of the season.
Felipe Massa comes to mind.
It's not either of the two that came to my mind.
Really? I mean, Felipe Massa had a shocking season. He's been terrible.
Mine too,
Sebastian Vettel hasn't done well.
Yeah, Vettel was one of them. And my other one was Daniel Kvyat.
Yeah. I think all those 3 have had a poor season. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, there's Ricciardo. Hello, Ricciardo.
I think for me I'd have to give it to Vettel just because out of the 3 he's the one you'd have expected more from.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Sorry, I have to give it to Massa. I think he's been close to the likes of Maldonado. He's been that bad in my opinion. I think he's been driving terribly, and the fact that they want Massa back is quite terrible. And Ricciardo just shoved me off wide. Wow, what a dick. He forced me out wide and I've lost a place. What an arsehole. How dare you. Go fuck off and shovel hay. I was shoveling hay.
I can see why you're going with Massa. He's had a very poor year, but for me, I feel like Massa's been spiralling downwards for a few years now.
He has, but at least he was still getting some sort of result, whereas with 2016, he was dreadful.
And the fact that he might actually be in F1 again next year is a joke.
I'm surprised we didn't approach Jenson Button first.
Button's not interested. He's got his commitments at McLaren, hasn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. Even so, I'd still approach him.
I'd have approached Sainz. What
I
people
know.
got against Sainz?
I know, right? What the
He
hell?
slept with all the team bosses' misses.
I think these bosses are so obsessed with, oh, we can't have 2 young drivers, we can't have that, we need drivers with experience. They're so obsessed with that. And I think it's gotten to their heads a little bit too much.
2 young drivers and a young driver and a shit one.
Innit? It's like, well, look what happened to Lewis Hamilton when he joined in his rookie season. He fucking nearly won the title. It's like, what
I've
the
noticed
hell?
For me, that's a common theme at Williams. They seem very scared to make bold decisions.
You know, Max Verstappen this year joining Red Bull, great consistent performances, and it's just what Mercedes and Williams are surprisingly both similar teams. Oh,
Carlos Sainz at Toro Rosso, Pascal Wehrlein at Manor.
well, Verstappen's out of the race. He crashed into my backside, and I think that's why he's out. So, don't know what happened there, but okay.
There's so many good young drivers out there, but people are scared to give them a chance.
Yeah. It's silly, really, because you look at previous young drivers that have joined a decent team. They've done really well. I don't understand. If anything, I thought it was going to be inevitable that Sainz was going to get a good seat, because if you snatch him first, then chances are Red Bull won't be able to get him back. But I mean, Sainz might not even get a seat at Red Bull by the looks of things in the future. What if Ricciardo and Verstappen want to stay there for such a long time?
I think Sainz has pretty much said he's not going to wait forever for a Red Bull seat. I think if there's nothing available for 2018, he's going to look elsewhere.
What, outside of F1?
No, I mean outside of a Red Bull program.
Yeah.
I mean, there should, in theory, be a Ferrari seat opening up in 2018, because I assume this will be Raikkonen's last year. Well, we thought that this year. Last year, I say.
Yeah.
But if there is, I mean, surely Sainz is a good shout. I mean, they don't need 2 older drivers at that point. Vettel should be experienced enough to lead a team like that, so they can do get a young driver in.
Yeah.
Not just, well, think about it, not just Raikkonen either. If Vettel has another poor year, will he be under pressure at Ferrari? Will they want to keep him?
He's already under pressure, according to the media. They're saying, well, what even Ferrari have said, we're looking at options, and Vettel needs to pick it up, basically. He's only got 1 year left on his contract, so he needs to have a good season. How's Grosjean leading? What the hell?
I think it doesn't help the sport when teams like Sauber keep hiring Nasser and Ericsson, who are fucking awful.
Yeah, well,
I mean-
sometimes money brings them into the sport. It's just how it is. It's
I think the only young driver who's looking like he's going to move up is Esteban Ocon, who's gone to Force India.
I don't rate Ocon that much, really. I haven't seen enough performances from him to really have an opinion.
2 seconds.
But I mean, if you've seen enough to take a gamble on him, there must be something there, right?
Guess
He's not
so.
got that much money, really. So it's purely based on talent, and both Renault and Mercedes have kind of got a thing over his feet, like they're both signed to their programs. So he was highly rated up and down the paddock.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy.
But like you said before, when Verstappen was in a Toro Rosso, it's difficult to impress. Same with Ocon, really, at Manor, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
It's hard to judge a driver's performance sometimes. You never truly know how well they'll perform in a race seat at the top until they've actually had a race in the top seat. You know.
but it's fair to say that with him being lined up alongside Sergio Perez, he's got a decent benchmark there. If he challenges or beats Perez, then he's top driver, surely, isn't he? Because Perez is a very good driver, in my opinion.
Yeah, must be said. Must be said.
He's another one who the top teams just ignore now. They maybe shouldn't. That's another driver, right? I think Perez over Bottas, to be honest.
Well, see, Perez has got experience also, but I think it's just due to the, its favouritism.
Release.
Toto Wolff wants Bottas there because he used to, manage Bottas. It's silly, really. But,
He's still part of Bottas' management team, isn't he?
I don't know. I haven't read much into it.
I think he is. I think he's still on Bottas' management team.
Pit stops.
Which, again, brings about concerns, Why he's so keen to bring in someone who's on it, he kind of manages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Are we going to
it's only
see
human-
more conspiracy theories? Or are we going to see, Bottas with a slightly faster car, something like that? Lewis has more car problems, especially more radio messages saying Lewis let Bottas pass or something like that. Could easily happen.
I mean, it's only human nature. If you've got a relationship with someone like Toto has with Bottas, even if you don't try to be biased, it will creep in.
Yeah, it will. Absolutely. They got to be careful because I think they can lose Lewis. I really think they can. And if, they got to hope
lose
that they're a
Lewis,
dominant team, because if they're not, then they will struggle, Mercedes. Yeah.
You've got Bottas, who, let's face it, isn't going to lead a big team.
Like, what are you going to do if Ferrari and Red Bull end up being real threats? And, Mercedes only quick by, like, I don't know, less than a tenth of a second. You want someone like Lewis that can find out that extra 2 tenths that can make the difference.
Stig's waiting for it to be confirmed still.
You might as well fucking send us the 20 quid now. He's no
not
way it's
gonna
going to be
be
Sebastian
Vettel.
Vettel. I don't know
It was
where
never
he got
going
that
to
from.
be Sebastian Vettel.
No.
I think he just thought German driver, German team, which is
4-time world champion, yeah.
that's what he said to me. He's like, well, he's a German driver, and they're going to want a German driver. And I said, well, what about Pascal Wehrlein? He's German. And he went, oh no, he's not had enough. He's only been in the Manor. It's kind of like, well, drivers have to start somewhere. And mean,
I don't think he
Fernando
took into
Alonso's-
consideration like Vettel versus Hamilton. I don't think Vettel would like that prospect.
Vettel doesn't like being up against a teammate that can beat him.
Hence why he left, because Ricciardo kicked his ass.
He thought, oh, Ferrari, Raikkonen, this should be easy.
The gap to the car ahead is 4.4 seconds.
I've got 5.5 laps to go. And I'm currently in P5. I need to make my way through the field quickly.
I'm in P8. I've had a shocking race, but oh well. I just don't think I've been quick, and obviously because I'm a bit rusty, but it's to be expected.
How many laps have you got left?
It's an advice from Ricardo. They're speeding up again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem is.
6 laps,
Still got time, and could make up a few positions.
indeed. Well,
Someone
some
pitting,
cars
so-
have pitted, so I'm up into 6th place.
Up to P3 now because some drivers are pitted and the top two are battling ahead of me. Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's down the inside. Perez is trying to hang it out there. They're slowing each other down. Perez has hit Hamilton and now I'm going to get the run on Hamilton. Up to second, come on.
It's going to be down slightly and showing some right away.
Oh shit, it's a braking spot there, Jake. Just gotta get past Perez now and I've done the work. Got a fantastic run out of that corner and slot it down the inside. And he's up into the lead, come on. Bring it out now. His tyres should be good to the end.
My teammate's currently leading the race. I don't know if he needs to pit. Teammate status.
Sebastian is in P1. Sebastian sat in P1. Okay, distance to teammate 14.1 seconds. There were old softs. The time last lap was a 1:34.1.
Vettel's on old softs, but I don't think he's going to pit again.
I'll tell you one driver I am looking forward to watching next season. Stoffel Van Dorn at Bahrain. He looked decent at Bahrain last year when he stepped in for Alonso.
Yeah, I think the young drivers to look at when the likes of Hamilton, Ricciardo and Alonso have gone are Verline, Sainz and Van Dorn, Verstappen. Those 4 drivers. Bit early yet, I think. I haven't seen enough of Stroll yet, so we'll see what he can do.
Well, for me, I think if he's up against Felipe Massa, he's going to have to be beating him for me to be impressed.
To go in front
Yeah,
is
agreed.
+7 seconds.
That's why Bottas hasn't impressed me, because he's only, for me, shaded Massa, and Massa has been so poor.
Well, we'll soon see. I mean, Bottas might step it up again now that he knows he's going to be in a World Championship, you know, contention, possibly. I mean, I'll be shocked if he's not. But yeah, we'll see. He should be in the championship winning car. So
Be interesting to see how much Renault step forward next year. Now that they'll be building their car from scratch, you know, they won't just have a Lotus car, pretty much be rebranded.
Much burned off on excess fuel.
And they've got Hulkenberg,
Don't wait too long to turn the
I don't
engine
know. Again, he was the second best driver at Force India this last season.
yeah,
That's for sure. I don't know. Hulkenberg for me kind of makes me think he's another Bottas. Like he's a solid enough driver, but is he ever really gonna do anything special? No.
I think the past few years his performances have not been as good as they used to be. So Yeah, he's not special. I think Bottas was impressive to start out with, and then his performance dipped, and not really a lot to say about him.
I mean,
We shouldn't see any
obviously, I think is it Magnussen who stayed at Renault? No, it's Palmer, isn't it? No, it's Hulkenberg and Palmer.
But I think the championship would be close anyway, because if the Mercedes car is so dominant, and you know, if Bottas only would need to finish second, he should be able to finish pretty comfortably in second. And if ever Lewis has a problem, which he might do, then he would finish, no problem. He just has to be consistent, which he can do. So it might be a bit easy for him. So
I'd be shocked if Mercedes were as dominant as what they have been, to be honest. That's just my opinion.
I expect Red Bull to be very, very close, if not ahead of Mercedes. I'll be very surprised if Mercedes are pretty much the same as they were in the past 3 years.
I personally think Mercedes will still have the edge, but it will be very close with Red Bull.
Let's hope. Well, they've put like the new owners of like F1. They've put like a cap, so the top teams can't spend so much money on the cars, which I thought was an interesting concept.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I think that's been one of the problems of the last couple of years. You can pretty much guess what the grid's going to be because there's such a gap between teams.
The cars are too good, yeah.
Like you could tell if it's Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, then either Force India or Williams.
Well, 95% of the time, the race winner was always a Mercedes driver. You know, the only time where it didn't happen is if they have problems.
But even further down the field, like it was always Force India and Williams, and then it was either McLaren or Haas or Toro Rosso. And then at the back it was usually in Q1 the cars that went out were usually Renault, Sauber and Manor.
Yeah.
And occasionally it was a Haas or McLaren depending on the track. Toro Rosso. I just can't see Ferrari being up there. I get the feeling that Mercedes and Red Bull all seem to be very much knowing what they need to do. Ferrari for me still don't seem like a team that's very well organised.
No, they're all over the place, and to say they are pretty, they get the most money. They're such a rich team. They are very poorly organised, like you said, and that's why they are not winning races or titles.
Well, same with this race hasn't been that eventful. It's quite close at the front. Vettel is closing in on me on the super softs, but it is the last lap, so it's not going to be enough for him.
Trying to catch up to Haryanto for 5th place.
That is a sentence you've never heard.
I thought it looked like it was going to be me and Ricciardo fighting for a win, but we're in 6th and 7th.
Yeah, another lap and Vettel would have given me a few issues. But luckily there isn't another lap. I'm going to come round the final corner now. To take the win in Bahrain. Come on, get in.
Well done, Jake.
Cheers. It was there was a lot of cars like close together at the end. It wasn't a very exciting race, but I didn't exactly run away with it either. Certainly a lot fucking better than Australia.
Yeah, at least I'm going to finish in the points, so that's something. I've beaten my objective of finishing 11th or higher, so that's good. Although my teammate is going to win by the looks of it, so he's done a great job.
So Vettel finishes second and Sergio Perez gets third. Lewis Hamilton fourth. My teammate in sixth, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Rosberg was the only driver who didn't finish. What? Fuck you, Anthony Davidson. He's given driver of the day to my teammate who finished five positions behind me.
Wait, how does that work? That doesn't make any sense.
No, what the hell?
Super driving.
Oh, well, the team's
So in the
happy with me
championship-
getting 6th.
In the championship, Vettel is top on 43
Great
points
effort
ahead
there
of
from
Lewis
Ferrari
Hamilton
to
on
take the
27.
victory today.
I'm in joint third with
And as we
Perez
can
on
see,
25.
it's time for the... And now let's
Raikkonen,
take a
last
look at
year's
the
well,
driver's
two-time
standings. It wasn't
two-time
the best
champion,
weekend for our
Raikkonen
championship
is
leader,
in
and their
8th.
advantage at the
Already
top has
32
been
points
reduced.
off the lead.
And now
That's a
I'd
bad
like to
start
ask
for
you,
him.
Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
And in the
it's got to
constructors,
be
Ferrari
Romain
are ahead
Grosjean.
by
He
13
was in
points
another
ahead
league
of
for me
both me and Renault and Force India, who are tied in second. Force India have really upgraded this season. They were needing nowhere up to now.
Ah.
You know, now I'm up to 4,937 resource points. No, wait a minute. I'm finished. No, 4,990.
Oh, nice. Alright. Alright, so see what I can do in the next race. 6th place is not bad. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next race. Bye bye.